I think there will always be a role for people to play between the home buyer and the seller. If that role is exactly as we've got now, then I'm not so sure. I think that the internet and technology is increasing levels of knowledge and education of all participants in the industry, and that which was our own to pass on between buyer and seller, I think, is probably decreasing. I think more information is common and being shared. As a result, you may find that the style and the nature of what services we provide and what we charge might change over time. Now, I don't see that changing in the next 2 to 3 years, but again, depending on what advancements they have technologically, so we will have to adapt. And I think that there's always going to be a need for a middle person. The relationship between the buyer and seller is essentially antagonistic, and without a middle man or a middle person to smooth things over, I think far fewer transactions would take place than should. We make transactions happen that otherwise, in ordinary course of business between buyer and seller, wouldn't happen. So our ability to negotiate, I think, is always going to be there. The importance of that particular requirement, I think, is going to be there. How we frame the rest of our role within the industry is going to be interesting to see. I don't think it's going to be exactly as we are now. In 15 years' time, I would say very different. Maybe 10 years' time, I think we'll be starting to see the changes already. But I think for the next 3 to 4 and 5 years, as we see it now, I can't see it changing.